Hello friends, I am Manju Sharma, Dr. Manju Sharma, and again we will continue with the poem Coming, written by Philip Larkin. It is a small poem of 19 lines, and Philip Larkin, the dispassionate observer of nature and the passionate poet of nature, I am perforce fusing the two things because Larkin is making no attempt to make anything appear extraordinary. His approach is to express things as they are, no attempt to make anything extraordinary, and yet his dealing with the subject matter is in very simple words. You wouldn't find in him, in his writings, anything that is difficult to understand. And here, in the 9 lines that we have already read earlier, we read that it was the coming of a light, which is yellow in color, which has bathed the foreheads of the houses. And in this longer evening, this light which has come to exist, a thrush is pricked in her heart, so much so that she sings aloud from among the deep bare garden. And this voice, when it comes, it astonishes not just the poet, but it astonishes the brickwork also. Now, brickwork is the houses where people live. So, nature, people might have shut their doors against the changing nature, but nature is sending its message once through the yellow light and then through the song of the thrush sitting hidden in the laurel grown garden. So I continue. And with the song of the thrush, the poet says, it will be spring soon. It will be spring soon. So that the repetition of the line, this anchorage is is a ballad like expression. A ballad is a poem where we repeat lines or expressions. In this, it will be spring soon, so a ballad is written to speak about the glorious exploits of someone or something. Now, this is the glorious exploit of spring. It will be spring soon. Now, it has occurred to the poet, he has now come to assimilate that when light has come there and that the thrush is singing, he is sure it will be spring soon. And I, whose childhood is a forgotten boredom, feel like a child. So, what has come that spring? I told you there are two meanings to spring. Spring is the season, and spring is the thrust that one experiences when something goes up. So, that spring, the feeling, he says that in this age of mine, when I am a grown up, and my childhood is a forgotten boredom, I do not much recollect of anything that should have been a happy incidence in my life. He says it is really a forgotten boredom. I don't much recollect what has gone by. Add the idea, add the thought to realize that it will be spring soon. I feel like a child. So this is like a retreat. The light and the song of the thrush launched the poet backwards into his childhood. This is coming. How beautiful it would be if a man in his youth or in his elder days experiences the onset of childhood. And he says, I feel like a child. Feel, the present indefinite tense. which is like, a thing which is of habit, a thing which is of a daily occurrence. So anytime when the spring comes, when it stretches on nature, it induces a similar feeling in the hearts of the people. So it is no attempting at personality. It is like universalizing the experience of the coming of spring. Everyone, we could be like very unreceptive to things, but no sooner that we are amid the flowers, no sooner that we hear some bird sing, we are in fact catapulted into a sense of happiness. And he says, though childhood is like a forgotten boredom, I feel like a child who comes on a scene of adult reconciling. And this scene, this yellow light, and this song of the thrush, it makes me, in my even adult age, I reconcile. To reconcile means समझौता कर लेना. मैंने अभी अपनी एज के साथ समझौता कर लिया है, मुझे पता है कि मैं ग्रोन अप हूँ, लेकिन मैं रिकनसाइल कर देता हूँ, मेरे में फ्यूज़ हो जाती है वो फीलिंग चाइल्डहुड की वापस से. आई रिकनसाइल एंड कैन अंडरस्टैंड नथिंग बट द अनयूजुअल लाफ्टर. And the poet makes that frank commitment, submission. He says that in this state of reconciliation of the ages of my adulthood and of my childhood, I don't understand. I do not involve my mind to rationalize or to think about it. So fierce is the mood conveyed by the nature that I can understand nothing but the unusual laughter. I feel that it is a laughter all around, the laughter of the light, the laughter of the shades. Even in these longer evenings, there is laughter of a yellow. How it thrusts itself upon the blue, and how the yellow makes its presence felt there, and how among all these brickworks sits a thrush and breaks the silence. The thrush launches. So मैं आपको ये कहूँगी कि जैसे पोएट अपनी अडल्टहुड में चाइल्डहुड का एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे ही उसी तरह से कर पा रहे हैं जिस तरह से वो इवनिंग्स जो हैं वो एक येलो कलर को एक्सपीरियंस कर पा रही हैं, और जिस तरह से ब्रिक वर्क्स जो कि डेड वर्क्स होते हैं, ईंटें सेंसेशन नहीं महसूस करती हैं, लेकिन थ्रश उनको जीवंत कर रही है, उनमें जीवन संचार कर रही है. बिल्कुल इसी तरह से पोएट के इस एडल्टहुड में उनको बचपन महसूस हो रहा है. दैट चाइल्डहुड कम्स टू हिम एंड ही लेट्स आउट एन अनयूजुअल लाफ्टर एंड स्टार्ट्स टू बी हैप्पी. So this adult, on a second visiting of childhood onto his self, starts again that present indefinite tense to be happy. So it is not the coming of a yellow color. It is not just the coming of the song from a thrush. It is also the coming back of childhood onto the life of Philip Larkin. And he starts to be happy. So what is coming? Let us now, after we have completed the poem, let us try to understand the suitability of the title of coming, and which you should begin your answers with. This coming is primarily drawn as the coming of a yellow light in a longer evening. Second coming is the coming of a song among the brickworks. And actually, these are symbolic of the coming of happiness in the heart of the poet at the idea that it will be spring soon. Shortly, it would be spring. Not just the season of spring, but also the feeling of spring will come back. So, this poem is a representative poem of the style of Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin, who makes no attempt to make any artificial presentation of anything, who is very pragmatic in his approach to just show things as they are. And as they are, how they are capable of evoking certain senses in the hearts of a receptive onlooker. This poem, it is about the coming of happiness in the heart of anyone who is sensitive to the nature around. So, this is all for today. Thank you so much.